Imagine a delicious food that's been hiding in plain sight, a secret weapon in your battle against high blood pressure that hardly anyone talks about specifically for this incredible benefit. While everyone's telling you to cut back on salt and exercise more, I'm here to reveal something you can actually add to your diet that could transform your numbers. I'm talking about fatty fish like salmon and mackerel. Now, you've probably heard they're heart healthy, but let's get specific about why they're particularly powerful for blood pressure management. These fish are packed with omega-3 fatty acids that actively combat inflammation, the very process that makes your blood vessels stiff and resistant. It's like sending in a specialized team to soothe and relax your arteries from the inside out. Take Helen, for instance. At 73, she was dealing with steadily rising blood pressure that had her doctor concerned. She made one simple change, adding salmon to her meals twice weekly. Within months, her blood pressure readings began to stabilize, and she experienced a newfound vitality that had been missing. The omega-3s weren't just affecting her numbers, they were improving her entire vascular system. What makes this approach so powerful is that it works directly on your blood vessels' flexibility. When your arteries are more supple and less inflamed, your heart doesn't have to work as hard to pump blood through them. That's the direct connection to lower blood pressure that most people miss when they think about fatty fish. Major research has consistently shown that these omega-3s reduce arterial stiffness and improve blood flow, two critical factors in maintaining healthy blood pressure. And unlike many approaches that focus solely on restriction, this is about strategic addition, bringing something delicious and protective to your plate. Most seniors I work with are surprised to learn that the path to better blood pressure numbers doesn't always mean giving up more foods. Sometimes it's about incorporating the right ones that actively work to relax those vessel walls and improve circulation throughout your body. So here's my challenge to you. Could adding just 2 omega-3 rich meals weekly be the missing piece in your blood pressure puzzle? This isn't about a quick fix. It's about giving your body the specific tools it needs to naturally regulate one of your most important health metrics. 1. Having unlocked the surprising power of fatty fish to relax your arteries, you might wonder what other unassuming dietary additions hold similar, life-changing potential. What if the next secret weapon against the creeping fatigue and mental fog of aging isn't some exotic supplement, but something so familiar, so often relegated to the side of your plate, you barely give it a second glance? We're talking about those vibrant, often underestimated leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard, dismissed by many as mere rabbit food. Their true strength lies hidden in plain sight, a silent powerhouse ready to transform your vitality without a single gram of sugar or unnecessary carbs. Beyond mere garnish, consider the humble handful of spinach, a concentrated capsule of vitality. It's not just good for you, it's a strategic arsenal. Vitamin A doesn't just sharpen vision. It's a cellular shield, bolstering an immune system that naturally wanes with age. Vitamin C, the unsung hero, orchestrates the constant cellular repair your body demands to stay resilient. But the true game changer often overlooked is vitamin K. Far from just blood clotting, specific forms of K in these greens are the crucial navigators, directing calcium into your bones and out of your arteries. A critical, often neglected function for maintaining both skeletal strength and arterial flexibility as years accumulate. But the true alchemy happens at a deeper level. These greens are rich in natural nitrates, a world away from those in processed meats, which your body skillfully converts into nitric oxide. This isn't just about general circulation. It's about optimizing the delivery system for every cell. Nitric oxide acts as a micromanager for your capillaries, ensuring a more efficient flow of oxygen and nutrients directly to your brain cells, sharpening cognitive function and cutting through mental fog. Imagine a revitalized internal highway, not just for your brain, but for your muscles too, enabling sustained energy and reducing that inevitable afternoon drag, allowing you to move with greater ease and mental acuity. Consider Margaret, 68, a woman who once viewed greens as a chore. Her usual midday meal, a carb-heavy sandwich, left her battling an internal sluggishness, a persistent mental fuzziness that dulled her afternoons. Skeptical but willing, she made a simple swap, replacing that sandwich with a vibrant, generous spinach salad, perhaps with a sprinkle of nuts and a lean protein. The transformation wasn't immediate, but profound. She didn't just feel full. She described a newfound, clean energy that lasted for hours, a clarity of thought she hadn't experienced in years. It was as if her internal operating system had been quietly upgraded, the subtle hum of cellular vitality replacing the drag of fatigue. This wasn't about deprivation. It was about introducing a concentrated dose of life-affirming compounds her body had been silently craving, unlocking a level of sustained mental and physical alertness she thought was long gone. The true genius of these greens, however, unfolds at the cellular level. They are rich in a diverse array of antioxidants, not just those famed for eye health, but a broad spectrum that tirelessly combat the daily oxidative stress that accelerates aging. More crucially, the folate within these vibrant leaves is a fundamental architect of cellular integrity, vital for DNA synthesis and repair. This isn't just about slowing down, it's about actively rebuilding and maintaining the very blueprint of your cells, ensuring they replicate healthily and function optimally. Think of it as a silent, powerful internal defense system, constantly rejuvenating your body from the inside out, protecting your vitality at its deepest source. So this isn't about dutifully eating your vegetables because you should. It's about recognizing these vibrant leaves as sophisticated tools for cellular renewal, mental clarity, and sustained energy without the crash. They're working silently to fortify your bones, sharpen your thinking, and maintain your body's most fundamental processes. What if the key to reclaiming some of that youthful vitality isn't found in complicated regimens or expensive supplements, but in something as accessible and overlooked as a daily serving of these remarkable greens? Your cells are waiting for exactly this kind of nourishment. Perhaps it's time to give them what they've been asking for all along. 2. Let's talk about two vegetables that rarely get the spotlight: broccoli and cauliflower. These unassuming champions are quietly revolutionizing how older adults feel throughout their day, especially after meals. While they might be dismissed as boring side dishes or worse, boiled into bland submission, their impact on your daily comfort and energy can be truly transformative. Many of us notice that as we age, our energy levels seem less predictable. That innocent piece of toast or bowl of cereal that once fueled your morning might now send you on an energy roller coaster, leaving you feeling foggy and drained just when you want to be most active. This is where our cruciferous heroes step in. The real magic of broccoli and cauliflower lies in their unique fiber composition. Think of this fiber as your body's internal traffic controller for sugars. When you eat these vegetables, the specific types of fiber create a sort of gel in your digestive system. This doesn't block sugar absorption. You still get the energy you need, but it dramatically slows down the rate at which sugar enters your bloodstream. It's like transforming a sudden flood into a gentle, manageable stream. The result? A smoother, more sustained energy release without those jarring peaks and valleys that can derail your afternoon. But their power extends far beyond just stabilizing your energy. These vegetables are packed with compounds that are truly remarkable for your overall comfort, particularly one called sulforaphane. This compound has gained significant attention for its potent anti-inflammatory properties. Consider those morning aches and stiffness, the creaky joints that seem to protest with each movement. Inflammation is often the silent culprit behind this daily discomfort. The sulforaphane in broccoli and cauliflower works to calm this internal fire, potentially easing those persistent aches that many consider an inevitable part of aging. Let me tell you about Harold. At 72, he had resigned himself to stiff mornings and a persistent lack of get up and go. He'd say his engine just took a long time to warm up. His wife started roasting a big batch of broccoli and cauliflower florets with a little olive oil and herbs about 3 times a week. Initially, Harold wasn't thrilled. More rabbit food, he grumbled. But after a few weeks, something shifted. He noticed he was getting out of bed with less groaning. His knees, which usually gave him trouble, especially on the stairs, felt noticeably better. His energy remained steady throughout the day, without the mid-afternoon crash he'd come to expect. This wasn't about a restrictive diet for Harold. It was about adding something his body was clearly craving. He wasn't deprived. He was nourished. The beauty of these vegetables is their versatility. Lightly steam them to preserve their delicate nutrients and natural sweetness. Roast them until they're caramelized and develop an almost nutty flavor. Blitz them into rice as a low-carb alternative. Toss them into stir-fries or blend them into soups. Their benefits hold regardless of how you prepare them, making them easy to incorporate into meals you already enjoy. The key is consistent inclusion. One serving isn't a magic bullet, but regular consumption can contribute to a remarkable shift in how you feel day to day. So before you dismiss broccoli and cauliflower as mere side dishes or nutritional obligations, consider this. These humble, often overlooked vegetables might hold the key to smoother energy, less daily itchiness, and a more comfortable feeling after you eat. They're not flashy superfoods with exotic names and expensive price tags. They're accessible, affordable powerhouses hiding in plain sight at your local grocery store. Could these unsung heroes be exactly what your body has been asking for? Perhaps it's time to experiment and discover what this dynamic duo can do for your daily comfort and vitality. 3. After years of being unfairly villainized, one humble food remains shockingly absent from many breakfast plates, particularly for those navigating the complexities of aging. While we've discussed the power of greens and cruciferous vegetables, what if the simple act of avoiding this breakfast staple, driven by outdated fears, is inadvertently costing you sustained energy and mental sharpness? It's time to re-examine the incredible, often overlooked power of the egg. The incredible truth about eggs, especially for older adults navigating blood sugar concerns and striving to keep their wits about them, is almost laughably simple. They contain less than 1 gram of carbohydrate and absolutely no sugar. Unlike the sugar-laden breakfasts that send energy plummeting, the humble egg, devoid of carbs and sugar, offers a sustained satiety that prevents those mid-morning crashes, keeping you fueled and focused. But it's not just about what they don't have. It's about the incredible nutritional wealth they do possess. We're talking top-tier, high-quality protein that helps you feel fuller for longer. Now, let's get to the real superstars hiding within that shell, nutrients that are particularly vital as the years advance. First up is choline. Choline, though less frequently discussed, is intimately familiar to your brain cells. It's an absolute cornerstone for building and maintaining healthy brain cell membranes and for producing acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that's like the brain's email system. Essential for memory, mood, muscle control, and other critical brain functions. Think of it as the premium fuel for your thinking cap, helping to keep those cognitive gears turning smoothly. If you've ever felt that mental fog creep in or found yourself searching for a word that's just on the tip of your tongue, boosting your choline intake could be a game changer. And then there's lutein, often accompanied by its partner zeaxanthin. These are powerful antioxidants that accumulate in the retina of your eye, acting like internal sunglasses. They help filter out harmful blue light and protect your delicate eye tissues from damage. Why is this so crucial for seniors? Because they are frontline defenders against age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss. Keeping your lutein levels up is like investing in the long-term health of your windows to the world. Consider Claire, a vibrant 63-year-old who, for years, started her day with toast and jam. She'd hit a wall by 10:30 a.m., feeling that familiar energy crash and a frustrating brain fog that made her feel older than her years. She decided to experiment, swapping her toast for 2 boiled eggs accompanied by half an avocado. The transformation, she said, was astonishing. Those mid-morning slumps? Gone. The foggy thinking? Replaced with a sustained mental clarity and a feeling of steady, balanced energy that carried her through to lunch. And the cost of this upgrade? Often less than that sugary muffin from the local coffee shop that would have sent her blood sugar soaring, only to crash land an hour later. Then there's Arthur, 75, who was meticulous about his diet but found his short-term memory wasn't what it used to be. His doctor, after ruling out other issues, simply asked about his breakfast. Arthur admitted he'd avoided eggs for years due to old cholesterol warnings. He cautiously reintroduced them, just a couple 3 to 4 times a week. Within a couple of months, his wife noticed he was sharper, quicker with names, and less reliant on his pocket notebook. While not a magic bullet, for Arthur, it felt like a vital piece of his cognitive puzzle had clicked back into place. The beauty of eggs lies not just in their nutritional profile, but their sheer versatility. Scrambled, poached, boiled, fried, in a little olive oil perhaps, or whipped into an omelet packed with those leafy greens we talked about earlier. They're quick, easy, and remarkably satisfying. They're not just breakfast food either. A hard-boiled egg makes a fantastic, stabilizing snack. So, if eggs have been off your menu due to outdated fears, perhaps it's time for a reevaluation. Could these misunderstood marvels, packed with brain-boosting choline and vision-protecting lutein, be a key to unlocking more vibrant days? What small change could you make to your morning routine this week to invite this powerhouse back to your plate? 4. After mastering the morning with a mighty egg, what happens when that familiar energy thief, the 3 p.m. slump, inevitably strikes? You know that dreaded wall. When your energy plummets, brain fog settles in, and maybe you even feel a bit shaky. It's incredibly common. And what do most of us reach for? The usual suspects? Granola bars, cookies, even those healthy muffins, often sugar traps that promise a quick lift only to deliver a crushing fall. But what if the antidote to that slump was surprisingly simple, yet profoundly powerful? Enter nuts and seeds. Not just crunchy snacks, but tiny nutritional powerhouses. Unlike those sugary quick fixes, their unique blend of protein, healthy fats, and fiber offers a slow, steady release of energy, completely bypassing the dreaded sugar crash. Think almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds. These aren't just crunchy morsels. They're your afternoon game changers. Crucially, nuts and seeds are brimming with magnesium, a mineral involved in hundreds of vital bodily functions, from sustained energy production and robust muscle function to blood sugar control and nerve health. This becomes especially important as we age. Ever suffered from those agonizing leg cramps, especially at night? Insufficient magnesium could be the quiet culprit, as it plays a vital role in muscle relaxation. Tony, at 70, had a daily ritual: oatmeal cookies to beat the afternoon drag. Yet, the drag always returned, often accompanied by irritability and debilitating night cramps. He thought it was just getting old. Then, almost reluctantly, he swapped his cookies for a handful of almonds or a small chia pudding. The change wasn't just remarkable, it was a revelation. Not only did the afternoon crashes vanish, replaced by consistent, clear-headed alertness, but those persistent leg cramps, once a nightly torment, significantly diminished. He hadn't just changed a snack, he'd unlocked better sleep and a renewed sense of vitality. Beyond energy, the magnesium in these tiny powerhouses bolsters bone density and sharpens nerve transmission. Their healthy fats and fiber create lasting satiety, effortlessly curbing cravings. And importantly, they quietly combat silent inflammation, a stealthy enemy of aging that can contribute to countless age-related issues. A sprinkle of pumpkin seeds on your salad, a few walnuts with a piece of fruit, or even a tablespoon of chia seeds soaked in water can make a profound difference. So here's a thought. What's one tiny, crunchy, or seedy change you could introduce this week when that snack attack hits? Could a small tin of mixed nuts in your bag, or a pre-portioned serving of sunflower seeds, be your new secret weapon against the afternoon slump and those unwelcome cramps? 5. Let's tackle a big misconception today, one that connects perfectly with our discussion about those afternoon energy slumps. When you're looking for something satisfying that won't send your blood sugar soaring, there's a surprising hero waiting in the wings, one that might challenge everything you thought you knew about healthy eating. The avocado, once vilified as a dietary villain, turns out to be one of nature's most powerful allies for blood sugar management. For years, many of us were taught to fear it. Too much fat, the experts warned. But here's the revolutionary truth. That very fat, the creamy, rich substance we were told to avoid, is precisely what makes avocados so magical for your metabolism. What we're talking about isn't the artery-clogging kind of fat, but glorious monounsaturated fats, the heart's true allies. These remarkable fats actually enhance insulin sensitivity, allowing your body to process blood sugar more efficiently. This means fewer of those dangerous spikes and crashes that leave you feeling exhausted and vulnerable to long-term health complications. The truly astonishing part? Avocados contain virtually no sugar. Combined with their impressive fiber content, their net carbohydrate count is remarkably low. When this fiber enters your digestive system, it dramatically slows sugar absorption, creating lasting satiety without triggering the blood sugar roller coaster. It's the complete opposite of what happens when you reach for that sugary afternoon snack. Take Joanne's experience. At 66, she had religiously avoided avocados, convinced they were fattening. When she finally decided to experiment by adding half an avocado to her lunch salad, the transformation was subtle at first, then undeniable. Those afternoon cravings that once dominated her day simply vanished. But the real shock came during her next checkup. Her LDL cholesterol had actually decreased while her HDL cholesterol improved. All this from embracing the right kind of fat, not from any medication or extreme diet change. The benefits extend far beyond hunger control. This blood sugar stability creates a cascade of positive effects: sustained energy throughout your day, sharper mental clarity, and reduced strain on your entire system. The avocado's buttery texture can beautifully replace less beneficial fats in your meals, adding luxury and satisfaction while genuinely supporting your health. So perhaps it's time to reconsider this green gold you might have been avoiding. Could this once forbidden food actually be your key to better blood sugar control and more consistent energy? This week, why not invite an avocado to one of your meals and discover firsthand the remarkable difference it might make for you? 6. All right, let's shift our focus to a silent powerhouse in your kitchen. One that doesn't take center stage on your plate, but works profound magic behind the scenes, especially as you navigate your golden years. I'm talking about olive oil. And before you think just another healthy fat, let me tell you, this is the secret weapon of longevity hotspots around the world. In regions where people routinely live into their 90s with remarkable vitality, olive oil isn't just a condiment. It's a cornerstone of daily life. What makes olive oil truly exceptional isn't just its absence of sugar or carbs. It's the remarkable compounds hiding within that act like a specialized wellness team for your aging body. Think of it as nature's most delicious medicine cabinet. As we age, chronic inflammation becomes our silent adversary, contributing to everything from morning stiffness to serious cardiovascular concerns. Here's where olive oil performs its quiet miracle. It contains a compound called oleocanthal that researchers have found mimics ibuprofen's anti-inflammatory action. Yes, you heard that right. Your salad dressing contains compounds structurally similar to anti-inflammatory medication, but delivered in a gentle, daily dose that works with your body rather than overriding it. The benefits to your cardiovascular system go far beyond what you'd expect from a simple cooking oil. The monounsaturated fats in olive oil, particularly oleic acid, don't just help maintain healthy cholesterol levels. They actually contribute to the flexibility of your blood vessels. Imagine your circulatory system as plumbing. Olive oil helps keep those pipes supple and responsive, reducing the workload on your heart. This is why consistent olive oil consumption is linked to significantly lower stroke risk in numerous studies. Now here's something fascinating that many people miss. These same mechanisms that protect your heart create a protective shield for your brain. By improving blood flow, reducing inflammation, and delivering powerful antioxidants, olive oil creates the optimal environment for cognitive function. We're seeing compelling evidence that regular olive oil consumption supports memory and may help buffer against age-related cognitive changes. Not as a miracle cure, but as part of a daily nourishment strategy for your most vital organ. Consider Eleanor's experience. At 71, She prided herself on healthy eating, but had always used margarine or butter for cooking, habits formed decades ago when olive oil wasn't mainstream. After learning about olive oil's unique properties, she made one simple swap in her kitchen. She began using olive oil for cooking eggs, drizzling it on vegetables, and mixing it with balsamic vinegar for salad dressings. No complicated recipes or dramatic diet overhaul. Within weeks, Eleanor noticed something unexpected. The persistent puffiness around her ankles had diminished, and she felt lighter overall. The real validation came at her next doctor's appointment. Her blood pressure readings had improved significantly, all from this one elegant substitution. She hadn't added a complicated new regimen. She'd simply upgraded an existing habit. This ancient Mediterranean staple represents something rare in nutrition, a perfect marriage of culinary pleasure and therapeutic benefit. It enhances flavor while simultaneously delivering compounds that actively protect your body's vital systems. So the next time you're preparing a meal, consider that bottle of olive oil as more than just a cooking ingredient. What if it's actually a daily dose of ancient wisdom perfectly calibrated for modern vitality? Think about one meal tomorrow where you could make that simple swap. What might that small change unlock for your health journey? 7. Let's talk about a food that's been unfairly vilified for far too long. One that might make you raise an eyebrow when I suggest it should be a cornerstone of your healthy aging strategy. Cheese. Cheese? But isn't that just a heart attack waiting to happen? I can almost hear the collective gasp. For decades, we've been conditioned to push cheese to the edge of our plates, warned about its fat content and salt levels. But what if everything you thought you knew about this ancient food was completely backwards? Here's the nutritional plot twist that might just revolutionize your approach to eating. For older adults navigating away from the dangers of sugar and refined carbohydrates, cheese isn't just acceptable, it's actually strategic. Unlike the countless health foods that secretly harbor sugar, natural aged cheeses stand apart in a remarkable way. They contain virtually no sugar and negligible carbohydrates, making them a rare sanctuary in our sugar-saturated food landscape. But the story gets even more interesting. The protein in cheese deserves special attention. As we age, our protein requirements actually increase, not decrease. Yet many older adults find themselves consuming less. Cheese delivers this vital nutrient in a concentrated, convenient form that requires no preparation. A few slices of cheese can effortlessly boost your protein intake when cooking a complete meal feels overwhelming. Now, about that fat content everyone fears, it's actually working in your favor in ways you might never have considered. The combination of fat and protein in cheese creates a unique satiety effect that's particularly valuable for older adults. Unlike the temporary fullness from starchy snacks that quickly leaves you hungry again, cheese provides lasting satisfaction that helps break the cycle of constant grazing and blood sugar fluctuations. Perhaps most fascinating is what happens in aged cheeses like Gouda, Brie, and Parmesan. Through the fermentation process, these cheeses develop significant amounts of vitamin K2, a nutrient that's woefully absent in modern diets, yet crucial for healthy aging. K2 performs a remarkable dual function. It directs calcium into your bones where it belongs while simultaneously preventing it from depositing in your arteries. It's like having a traffic controller for calcium in your body, protecting both your skeletal system and cardiovascular health simultaneously. Helen's story illustrates this perfectly. At 74, she'd been diligently avoiding cheese for years, convinced it would raise her cholesterol and cause weight gain. Her typical afternoon involved tea with digestive biscuits or crackers, a habit she thought was healthier than having cheese. But those carb-heavy snacks left her energy crashing an hour later, often triggering cravings for more sweet foods that disrupted her sleep. When Helen reluctantly tried replacing her afternoon biscuits with a small portion of aged cheddar and cucumber, she was prepared for the worst. "I was certain I'd gain weight," she told me. Yet something unexpected happened. Not only did her afternoon energy remain stable, but her persistent sugar cravings virtually disappeared. Most surprisingly, at her next checkup, her doctor noted improvements in her blood pressure and cholesterol profile, the very things she'd been avoiding cheese to protect. It feels like I've been fighting my body all these years, Helen reflected, when what it really needed was something humans have been eating for thousands of years. The key distinction here is quality. We're not talking about processed cheese products engineered in laboratories. Focus on traditional, naturally aged cheeses, the kinds that have been part of human diets for centuries. These foods connect us to ancient wisdom that modern nutrition science is only now beginning to understand. Consider experimenting with different varieties. A sharp aged cheddar might satisfy a craving for something robust, while a small amount of Parmesan can transform simple vegetables into a flavorful meal. Even those who are lactose intolerant often find that hard. Aged cheeses cause few issues, as the aging process naturally reduces lactose content. What might happen if you embrace this misunderstood food as part of your strategy for vibrant longevity? Could something as simple and pleasurable as enjoying cheese be the missing piece in your quest for sustained energy, stronger bones, and freedom from the blood sugar roller coaster that leaves so many feeling tired and foggy? As our bodies change with age, sometimes the conventional wisdom needs to change too. The very foods we've been taught to fear might be exactly what we need to thrive in our later years. Cheese isn't just a treat to be enjoyed occasionally with guilt. For many older adults, it might be one of the smartest additions to your daily menu. 8. If you've been puzzled why that healthy breakfast that once energized you now leaves you needing a nap by 10 a.m., you're not alone. It's one of the most bewildering shifts so many people experience after 60. While we exposed the truth about misunderstood foods like cheese in our previous discussion, today we face an even more perplexing reality. Your own body seems to have changed the rules without warning. That trusted breakfast that once powered your morning now acts like a sedative. That familiar lunch that used to sustain you now leaves your thoughts foggy and your legs heavy as lead. What's happening isn't a betrayal by your body, but rather a profound biological paradigm shift. Your body isn't operating with the same metabolic language it once did. It's communicating in an entirely new dialect, and many foods that were once harmless or even considered healthy staples are now silently eroding your energy, mental clarity, and long-term health foundation. The first culprit in this transformation is your body's changing relationship with sugar. After decades of your cells eagerly responding to insulin's knock, they've grown increasingly deaf to its signals. Years of processing refined carbohydrates, those innocent-looking oatmeals with dried fruit, heart-healthy whole-grain cereals, and even those low-fat fruit yogurts, have bombarded your system until your cells have become numb to insulin's call. This insulin resistance creates a perfect storm. Sugar lingers in your bloodstream. Your pancreas works overtime, pumping out more insulin, trying desperately to wake up your cells, and you're trapped on an energy roller coaster. That mid-morning crash after your healthy breakfast, that afternoon craving for something sweet or starchy, they're both symptoms of this metabolic shift, a silent protest from your changing body. Consider that bowl of oatmeal with dried fruit or that low-fat flavored yogurt. In your younger years, your body efficiently managed these quick sugar and refined carb hits. Now, that seemingly virtuous oatmeal rapidly breaks down into substantial amounts of sugar, while those low-fat yogurts have sacrificed natural fats for excessive sugar or artificial sweeteners to maintain taste. With declining insulin sensitivity, your system gets overwhelmed like a dam breaking under pressure. The brief high is followed by an energy cliff dive, leaving you exhausted rather than energized. Even more concerning is the stealthy, chronic low-grade inflammation quietly spreading throughout your body. Unlike the obvious redness and swelling of acute inflammation, this is an invisible fire smoldering deep within your system, and many everyday foods act as its fuel. Refined vegetable oils, corn, soybean, sunflower, lurk everywhere from salad dressings to baked goods, flooding your system with inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids while beneficial omega-3s remain scarce. This imbalance doesn't just affect your joints. This systemic inflammation comprehensively undermines everything from vascular health to brain function, contributing to that persistent brain fog and whole body fatigue. Even those innocent-looking packaged granola bars marketed as health foods often harbor these inflammatory oils and hidden sugars. Isn't it a cruel irony? The very foods you've relied on for convenience or comfort are now working against your body's evolving needs. It's not that these foods suddenly turned bad. It's that your internal landscape has fundamentally changed, creating entirely different reactions to the same foods. Understanding this shift is your first crucial step toward making choices that truly nourish your changing body. Choices that build sustained energy, mental clarity, and the vibrant independence you deserve. So here's a simple but powerful exercise. Think about one or two of your go-to foods from the past. How do they genuinely make you feel an hour or two after eating them now? Not how you think they should make you feel or how they used to, but what's your actual physical and mental response today? Your body is speaking to you in a new language. It's time to start listening. 9. After that wake-up call about how your body's changing relationship with food, let's turn the page to something genuinely exciting. This isn't about deprivation. It's about strategic alchemy. It's about transforming everyday choices into powerful allies that unlock sustained energy and the vibrant independence you deserve. The magic lies in simplicity. Not a complete dietary overhaul, but precise, impactful substitutions. Consider that breakfast that's been stealing your morning vigor. What if, instead of that blood sugar spiking oatmeal or toast, you embrace the sustained power of 2 eggs with sliced tomatoes? Or a bowl of plain Greek yogurt adorned with fresh berries and walnuts? This isn't about eating less. It's about fueling your body with smarter ingredients that deliver lasting energy. Or that notorious afternoon slump when you're magnetically drawn to something sweet. Instead of reaching for that biscuit or low-fat muffin, often sugar bombs in disguise, imagine the sustained satisfaction of a handful of almonds paired with a sliver of rich cheese. Or try crisp bell pepper strips dipped in creamy hummus. These aren't just snacks. They're strategic energy bridges designed to keep you sharp and focused rather than crashing an hour later. Even your beverage choices hold surprising power. That seemingly innocent fruit juice or fizzy drink might offer fleeting refreshment, but it's a direct ticket to the energy roller coaster. The elegant alternative? Water infused with vibrant lemon or cool cucumber, or the calming warmth of herbal tea. It's not just hydration. It's a conscious choice to maintain steady vitality throughout your day. These aren't just minor adjustments. They're profound shifts, each rebuilding your body's internal architecture. You're not just eating. You're investing in robust cellular repair, crystalline mental clarity, and a vibrant circulation that fuels every moment of independence. This isn't about restrictive diets or fleeting trends. It's about aligning your plate with your body's evolving wisdom. This, then, is the electrifying essence of these small swaps with big wins. It's an invitation to rediscover your power, one conscious, nourishing choice at a time. So, as you approach your next meal, pause. Is there just one element you could elevate? Not eliminate, but replace with a potent ally that propels you toward peak vitality?